It's found that in Street X, even with 650 kilograms of payload, well short of its 900 kilograms plus limit, there would be constant impact with a rubber stopper used to prevent metal-on-metal contact. Nissan also said the car looked unappealing with the weight in the rear, which meant it looked like it was constantly overworked and sagging, unlike a lot of its competitors which appear more composed when carrying a payload. As we set off from our first stop, one of our main gripes with the Navara reared its head. A heavy steering rack at low speed is coupled with a wide steering ratio that needs 3.75 turns to turn from lock to lock. It means low-speed maneuvers can be hard work and require a great deal of effort. Driving over speed humps and harder bumps, it also becomes obvious that the ride feels slightly firmer, but still doesn't entirely resolve the resonating shimmy you get when the rear suspension hits a bump. It almost feels like the rear belongs to another car, because it doesn't impact anywhere near as well as the front. It's most obvious when you hit bumps mid-corner on Leyden. It tends to unsettle the car and doesn't give you confidence behind the wheel. A leaf spring setup exhibits similar traits, but is more predictable and doesn't cause the body to jiggle as much over bumps. The interior of the SUV should retain most of the Navara's features, so expect a multifunction steering wheel, a wide center stack consisting of a touchscreen and numerous buttons and dials, and a tall center console. While the front compartment will mirror the Navara's, the rear passenger will be reconfigured for enhanced comfort. While headroom and shoulder room are likely to remain unchanged, expect the SUV to feature enhanced legroom. Nissan is said to offer both 5- and 7-seat versions. The former will naturally come with the most luggage room, especially with the second-row seats folded flat. Certain chassis tweaks should also give the SUV a more comfortable ride when compared to the pickup truck. Inside, expect 4 cup holders, with room in the doors for bottles, along with a variety of cubby holes and storage compartments, including hiding places under the flip-up rear seats. Elsewhere, expect 3 power outlets, while a 4th lives in the tray of the pickup models. A strange oversight, though, is the lack of ISOFIX attachment points, with tether points deployed in the back seat instead. It's a strange omission, especially since some international models get them, but they're simply unavailable from the Thai factory. Expect it to change soon enough, though. The new SL trim, 4WD only, adds a rear view camera, LED headlamps with DRLS, a 5.0-inch screen with phone integration, but no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and a digital driver display. Step up to the street and your 16-inch wheels are now alloys. Your multimedia screen is now a 7.0-inch touchscreen, and you get standard sat-nav, along with a leather-wrapped wheel and gear stick. The SL spec really offers a perfect balance between workhorse and cruiser. The no-nonsense interior can be hosed out, while the infotainment and trip computer offer enough tail to keep you busy on a longer drive. A handsome and capable utility with a fine set of road manners when used as a daily commuter. At first glance, the suspension changes have improved the offering, but like most in its segment, it performs best when there is something heavy in the tread. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't feel all that different to the last coil-sprung Navara we drove, which is disappointing. But where it does make a difference, at least with 300 kilograms of load in the tray, is when the Navara is loaded. With the weight on board, our next test was in the new SL specification. Over rougher roads and over gravel, it felt far more settled than its unladen sibling. In fact, the rear barely moved when we collected bumps. It felt far more accomplished than the last time we loaded Navara. The real test will be when we get the chance to load Navara with the same weight we had in it last time, especially during cornering.